No.
Namaste, baby. I know y'all gonna say that when y'all go home.
He's a riot.
I can see you being on the phone like, Namaste, baby.
Did you record that?
Alright, y'all, remember what I said about getting sick? Now, first, I gotta ask y'all, do y'all know Michael Bloomberg?
Yes, of course.
All right, well, I gotta tell y'all my Bloomberg story, man. Now, this was, I guess about a year after Hurricane Katrina. My boss called me on the phone one morning at 6:30 in the morning. And it was on a Saturday. And not only that, it was my off day. So he called me at 6:30 in the morning and he said, Brian, I need a favor, man. I said, well, what you got, man? He said, a man in New York here, and he want to go look at some of the damaged public schools. He said, Brian, this ain't but a 3-hour job. I just need you to pick him up, drop him at the hotel, drop him at the school, and bring him back to the hotel, and you can have the rest of the day off. I said, all right, cool, what time I need to be there? He said 7:30. I said, man, you ain't called me till 6:30. He said, Brian, just get there as fast as you can. One of the drivers canceled on me. Now, I like coffee. And I ain't leaving my house till I had at least 2 cups of coffee. I ain't finna touch my doorknob till I had 2 cups of coffee. But I ain't got time for a cup and I'm scrambling. But I've been on jobs like this before. And I know once I pick him up and get him to the school, I can go somewhere and get me a cup of coffee and start my day. So when I pull up in front of the hotel and the people start getting on the bus, Bloomberg gets on the bus, he shakes my hand, he say, hi, I'm Michael Bloomberg. I said, what you do, man? Sit down. Because right now, I ain't thinking about nothing but a cup of coffee. And he telling me he's Michael Bloomberg. And look, the people that once everybody got on the bus, the guy that was greeting the people, he gets on, he tells me in my ear, he said, man, that was the mayor of New York you was talking to. Because prior to that day, I didn't know Bloomberg. And look, I knew this dude had to be something special because they say he was the mayor of New York, yet he had Secret Service with him. Now, I ain't never seen that before. Because usually Secret Service is reserved for people like the president, the Pope. I ain't never seen no mayor with Secret Service. The mayor of New Orleans ain't even got a security guard. So I knew this dude had to be something special, right? And I knew there was Secret Service because they had the little ropes in their ear, the little wires. And so the Secret Service people get on the bus, and the Secret Service man said, you gotta follow the black truck. They had a black truck in front of the bus. He said, you need to follow that black SUV. Now, I've been in New Orleans all my life, and I really didn't see the logic in me following the truck, but I knew I was at work, so I said, okay. So when the truck pulled off, I didn't move. And so he called on that thing on his ear, said, stop the truck, stop the truck. And they stopped the truck. He looked at me, he said, man, I just told you to follow that black truck. I said, well, Mr. Secret Service man, I thought you knew I couldn't move this bus while you standing right there in that doorway. He said, I gotta stand right here. I said, for what? He said, to protect the mail. I said, man, don't nobody want to do that dude nothing. We don't even know him. You know, I wound up having my first cup of coffee that morning with Bloomberg, right? And me and Bloomberg sitting down at the table drinking coffee, and Bloomberg told me, Bloomberg said, man, I ain't never had nobody told me to sit down. I said I wouldn't have told you that either if I knew who you was. And you know, Bloomberg told me, and people from New York know when I tell this story, I ain't lying. Bloomberg told me he earned $1 a year in salary to be the man of New York. Now when I tell people from New York that story, they say, well, Brian, it ain't like you need the money. Be a billionaire. Now, I didn't know he was no billionaire. I just knew he tipped real well. You know, at the end of the day, when I got Bloomberg was supposed to have me that day for 3 hours, but he wound up having me for like a little bit over 5. And when I pull up in front of the hotel, and he handed me the envelope. Now, I've been in this business going on 11 years, and I already know it ain't polite to people, but it was kind of heavy, right? It was kind of heavy, and the top of it wasn't sealed, so I kind of like, I just flipped my fingers, right? Just enough where I could see the inside of it. And when I saw what it was, I said, man, this is a setup. I said, Brian, if you pull off from in front of this hotel with that envelope, them Secret Service gonna wrestle you down. And so when I pull off from in front of the hotel, I pull off real slow, just in case the Secret Service stopped me. I was gonna say, man, I'm about to park. So I got like about 3-4 blocks away from the hotel, and I pull over, and I open up the envelope, and I started counting. And about halfway through the count, I started calling my boss and said, man, I quit. Mike Bloomberg, that's my boy. And you know when Bloomberg come back to New Orleans, don't nobody drive him but me. Now if I can get him to stop wearing the bow ties, we good. Big Mike, that's my boy. And you know, Brad Pitt, me and Brad Pitt cool too, because I don't know if y'all know, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie got a house in the back of the French Quarter. And like sometimes when me and Brad Pitt go out, he get everything in the club, right? And you know, I gotta take what he don't want. But you used to see some of the stuff he throw away. Brad Pitt, that's my boy! Oh, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt cooler than the other side of the pillow.